Yo, what's up, y'all? Christian here, and this video is going to be titled Self-Improvement is Key. For the most part, it definitely is, in my opinion. Of course, there's drive, of course, there's discipline, of course, there's a certain amount of effort that you have to put in to improve. But I feel like self-improvement is definitely a start to being better, just overall, right? And for the people who don't want to do that, that's honestly completely fine. If that's what you want to do with your life, then go right ahead. But for the people who do want to do that, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're watching this video. For the most part, honestly, the reason why I say it's key is because it allows you to stack these traits that you, whatever it is that you want to do. Maybe you'll start off with a little bit, and then you'll keep putting in more and more effort into whatever it is that you're doing. Let's say, like, whether it's like drinking a certain amount of water every day. If you just continue to do this over and over again, like, let's say you drink 5 cups of water a day, and then eventually you might be drinking 10, 20, and this doesn't have to be individual cups, it could just be a big bottle of water. Make it a lot easier than drinking 20 cups is a lot harder than drinking just one big bottle that is, 20 cups or 15 cups, whatever it is, right? So for the most part, I feel like self-improvement is definitely key because, like I said, it allows you to stack all that stuff, right? And in my definition, what self-improvement is just getting rid of the bad stuff that holds you back, right? The stuff that is not going to get you anywhere in life. So let's say like playing video games all the time, or something that just takes your time away from you to the point where you literally can do nothing else. And every time you try to do something productive, next thing you know, you're going back to doing what you were doing before, which is not productive because you're not used to being productive. So you'd rather be unproductive or not productive at all, which some people, I would say sleeping is not productive at all, because what are you going to do while you're asleep? Like, please tell me what you can do. Absolutely nothing. You are not, you're just sleeping, right? So unless you're going to bed at a good time, going to sleep, waking up, staying up at least majority of the day, maybe you take one nap, that's cool. But when I say a nap, I don't mean sleep all day. I mean a nap. I understand there's people who are like mentally tired. I understand that people have their list full of problems. But if you just take the time to face them one by one, eventually you won't have as many, and maybe, just maybe, your life will be a little bit better. That's just coming straight from me, honestly. Just from what I've seen, what I've done, I know that it's possible for all of you, even the people who don't believe it's possible, even the people who are like, oh, I could never do that. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Why? Why can't you do it? Okay, the only person blocking your path is yourself. Right? So that's why I stick to that. Stick to the self-improvement. Stick to working out. Stick to listening to whatever music it is that gets you pumped. Stick to that stuff, right? Meditating, stretching, reading, all those things that are a core thing in your life that could push you to be better than you were yesterday. Stick to it, bro. Keep doing it. It is key to being better. Better than you were yesterday, better than you are today, right? Just keep improving, and that's going to keep you going down the path that you want to go. Because believe me, sitting here and doing absolutely nothing about your life is going to get you absolutely nowhere. And it's just not worth it. It really isn't. Because if it was worth it, then you would see these people with smiles on their faces. You would see them living successful lives. You would see them driving nice cars. You would see all these things. I'm not saying that you need to acquire those things to be happy or be successful, whatever it is, right? But usually the people who are broke are not happy. Usually the people who aren't fit are not happy. Usually the people who aren't mentally well are not happy, right? So you really just gotta put it into perspective into what you need to do, how many books you need to read, how much water you need to drink, how much you need to work out, how much you need to be self-aware, right? All these things are a part of self-improvement. All of these things are a part of bettering yourself. And within this video, all I wanted to say was just get on self-improvement. It is the best thing you could possibly do for your life. If you're not on it, get on it. I'm not saying like be obsessed with it. I mean, if you want to be, go for it. But like, don't be so obsessed with it to the point where you don't do it and it just, your whole life crashes, you know? Be indulgent in it. Do it day in, day out, but don't be absolutely obsessed with it until you get the hang of it. Then you can do a lot more of it. Then you can start stacking these traits and keep on doing them. And it's like a ladder that you're just flying up, right? Like you're not even climbing at that point. You're just, right? So once you get used to it, be obsessed with it as much as you want. I have to start just slowly get into it, because if you try to dive in, I promise you won't stay there for long. And you're going to go right back exactly to where you were, which is what I had to deal with for a while, because you're like, oh, I'm going to run today. I'm going to run 2 miles. You've never ran before. You're not running 2 miles. I'm not saying that it's not possible, but it's just not, what do you call that? It's not optimal. It's not that it ain't possible, but it's not optimal, okay? There's no reason to go running 2 miles, because if you've never ran that before, yeah, woo, you ran 2 miles, but I guarantee you it's not beneficial. Like, it's not really going to do much for you. You got to run the 2 miles once. You got to run it twice, 3, 4, 5 times. Then it's beneficial. You can't just go run 2 miles once. Yeah, you ran 2 miles, cool. Now you know you can run 2 miles. But can you run it again next week, though? That's the point. Start with half a mile, 1 mile. Then get to 2 miles, 4, 6, 10. Yep. And that's how you do it. That's how you increase it. And that's why self-improvement is key to bettering yourself. So, y'all stay motivated, stay disciplined. Peace.